Washington became America's first spy master by designing an espionage system against the British. Like a ninja. Let's go! Washington using the shinobi way. The Americans marched in sleet and snowfall. Many were shoeless, with bloodied feet, and 2 died of exposure. At sunrise, Washington, aided by Colonel Knox and artillery, led his men in a surprise attack on the unsuspecting Hessians and their commander, Colonel Johann Rall. The Hessians had 22 killed, including Colonel Rall, 83 wounded, and 850 captured with supplies. The Revolutionary War broke out on April 19, 1775, with the battles of Lexington and Concord and the siege of Boston. Upon hearing the news, Washington was sobered and dismayed. 'Cause he was drunk at the time. Oh, just kidding. And he hastily departed Mount Vernon on May 4th, 1775, to join the Second Continental Congress in Philadelphia. Yep, he was totally wasted. He was smashed when he heard the news. And then Washington was sobered and dismayed, according to his own, the horse's mouth, the Washington's mouth. He said, Americans must not submit to acts of tyranny, since custom and use shall make us tame and abject slaves. Interesting, random facts. There you go. Billiards was invented in the 14th century. That is random fact of the day. Dysentery, the bane of Oregon Trail players everywhere. Not even kidding. If Oregon Trail has taught me anything, yes, dysentery sucks. Not even kidding. Do it in the actual accent. I guess the names do make more sense, right? Than trying to say it in an English accent, because then it comes out all fucked up and weird. It might as well just be a redneck about it. Like, God damn it. God damn it, Bobby. Dang it, Dale. Infantry used the smooth bore, flint strategies like Jean-Baptiste Vaquet de Gribeauval. Fuck. These names, or Jean-Pierre Dutiel, Jacques-Antoine Hippolyte. Man, it's easier to say in a French accent. Fuck it, let's do it. Pierre-Joseph Bourset. Fucking A, nailed it. Let's just be French. Why the hell not? They emphasized the flexible use of military and they abandoned marching in lines. Huge W, France, for air reconnaissance. Innovating air reconnaissance like a bunch of legends. I'm gonna reread that, just to put emphasis on it. Aerial surveillance was used for the first time in history when the French used a hot air balloon to survey coalition positions before the Battle of Fleurus on the 26th of June, 1794. In the 1700s was the first air reconnaissance mission, the first flying sortie ever done. We got a deal for you, Napoleon. Napoleon, how about nah? Yeah. He probably took their deal and wiped his butt with it and slammed it back on the table like, here, that's what I think about your damn deal. It's the little things. It is the little things in life. You know, just the smallest shit can make you the happiest sometimes. And a lot of the times I think they get overlooked. Defeated. Most certainly. That is definitely the face of defeat. The Allies formed the 7th Coalition, which defeated him at Waterloo in June 1815 and exiled him to the island of St. Helena, where he died 6 years later in 1821. Napoleon's penis was allegedly removed during the autopsy and sold and exhibited. Well, that's fucked up. Now I see why he's looking off in the distance. He's like, they're gonna cut off my pee-pee. Damn it. They're going to remove my penis. They're going to cut it off. And they're going to put it on exhibition in the museum. Ha! Russians retreated 320 kilometers east to the Dvina River and implemented a scorched earth policy, making it increasingly difficult for the French to forage food for themselves and their horses. Every fucking time. The Constitution also established a legislative body and a tribunate, which was selected from indirectly elected candidates, and a Senate and a Council of State, which were effectively nominated by the executive. Yeah, seems like a familiar system. Just throwing that out there. That's what I mean. Look, literally. Look at all this land. This is how much land he was going to give up to Cleopatra out of this much land. That is literally half. That is half of the empire. Oh, Cleopatra, I want you to poop on my chest. Just poop on my chest, Cleopatra. I will give you half empire. You poop on my chest. Another strategicus retreatus. Yes. Pompey, despairing of defeat, fled. There it is. There it is. There's the strategicus retreatus. Ha ha. Ah. Pussius Maximus, Itellus Uus. Starting in late 1984, director of the CIA, William Casey, encouraged the Mujahideen militants to mount sabotage raids inside the Soviet Union, according to Robert Gates. Imagine him with a monster hat on and just like sitting on a dirt bike. It's bro Osama bin Laden. Notable among them was a young Saudi named Osama bin Laden, whose Arab group eventually evolved into Al-Qaeda. Despite their numbers, the contribution has been called a curious sideshow to the real fighting, with only an estimated 2,000 of them fighting at any one time, compared with about 25,000 Afghanistan fighters and 125,000 Soviet troops. About half drunk? We'll get all the way drunk. Shit, we're talking about wars. Nothing more manly than getting drunk and talking about fucking war. Like shit. Men have been doing that since the dawn of men. Doesn't matter what time it is. Shit. Fuck, man. That's literally what the Vikings used to do. They used to go to war, come back, have a giant feast, get drunk, and talk about it. Ho Chi Minh Trail are like hidden, and good luck finding them. And if you try and find them, you're probably going to step on a landmine. Like, that was the shitty situation. Is like, not only are you pushing through fucking, you know, like crazy tall, sharp-ass bladed grass and thorns and jungle and fucking dealing with snakes and spiders and all kinds of other shit that could kill you out there in Vietnam in the jungle, because everything's trying to kill you in the jungle. I mean, shit, dude, there's like Bengal tigers and shit out there. Like, fuck, man. Imagine just lurking through the jungle and get jumped by a fucking tiger. Like, that'd be crazy as shit. So it's not only the Viet Cong that you're fighting, it's fucking the wildlife and the plant life too. Shit, man.